How you do, cousins? Thanks for stopping by. I got a great bunch of stuff to talk to you about today. I'm going to show you 10 items plus one bonus item that I bought at a Goodwill store today that I'm going to make a 1,000+% net profit off of. Here we go. Rusty how-to. Welcome back, friends. Usually I've been doing some really short videos lately to kind of blast you with some ideas, but today we're going to take a little bit more time and I'm going to show you 10 items that I bought today, things that you probably pass by all the time, would never think anything about, that you can make some money on. None of them are terribly valuable by themselves, but you put these 10 together and it could put a lot in your pocket. Well, today we're going to start off with number one, that being bears. Particularly Build-A-Bear. Now Build-A-Bear, it's been around for a little while. If you're not familiar, it's a little store. I'm going to put my spectacles on here. It's a little store where you can go in and do exactly what it says. Build a bear from scratch. You put stuffings in it, they sew it up, you can have certain names or different stuff on that. The thing that's exciting about this is that I actually didn't know much about these myself. But you know, Rusty likes to learn stuff all the time. So yesterday I was at this Goodwill store and this guy came up to me and he said, "Hey, do you sell stuff?" And I go, "Yes, sir." And he says, "You know, you should look at these look for Build-A-Bears. They can sell for lots of money." And I was like, "Well, thanks, cousin." I never met him before, but you know, everyone's a cousin eventually, and this guy's no different. So today when I went out, I took a look. The way you can tell if it is a Build-A-Bear bear is they have a tag on them. And on these tags, they say Build-A-Bear Workshop. That's your tip right there. That's how you know. I found two of them at this one store. I paid $1 a piece for them. I looked them up on eBay, and the most recent sales of these two particular bears were $20 and $13.99. So I paid two for these, and I'm going to sell them for a total of $33.99. Easy. These things were good condition. They didn't smell like smoke, and they were stain-free. That's a good call. All right, next up, something that you probably may know are somewhat collectible are old mason jars, the Ball Company or Mason. I got two here. I bought actually 16 of these today, but I'm just going to show you these two for this example. This one is a Ball one. It originally had a top on it, a glass top with some wire, and it shut that way. This one says Ball, and it says the word Ideal on it. This one here, even older, probably more rare one, that says Golden Harvest Mason. And this one was a screw top. I looked these up. The most recent sales of these two, the first one I showed you was $5, and the next one sold for $16.95. So together, again, I paid $1 a piece for these, so $2 in. I'm going to sell these for $21.95. Not too bad at all. Next thing, these are things I come across all the time, and that would be Thomas the Train, engines, little cars, train track related paraphernalia. This one is a larger one. It's made of plastic. It's green, and this is the kind where you would actually push down the little man, and it actually makes the wheels turn. It would move it forwards. The other three are made out of metal. These are what they call die-cast cars. This one is Thomas. It's number one, and he got a little Santa hat on there. So this is like a winter edition. This one's purple. It's the name is Lady on this one, and this also would take batteries in the bottom of it. You can push on it. It clearly isn't working right now, so the batteries are probably dead. I should test that. And then this red one right here. I'm going to sell these together as a lot, guys. I paid $1 for the four of these, 25 cents a piece. I looked all of them up, and they were going for $10.50, $8, $4, and $8. So if I put them in a lot together, I'm going to try to get $30.50 out of these four. You can find them all the time. A lot of times these little toys will be sold in little grab bags. Sometimes a whole bag for 50 cents, $1. If they know they're nicer toys, sometimes a little bit more than that. But you can find these things all the time. And Thomas the Train particularly has a big following. It's been around for quite a long time. And you can make really good money off of Thomas the Train toys. All right, number three. This one was kind of exciting to find. This is a camera. This is a Canon PowerShot 340 HS. And the kind of cool thing about it is it came with a battery inside, which had enough charge. I could turn it on. It does work properly. It also came with two more spare batteries, one that came with the camera originally and another one that someone bought. So it came with 3 batteries and an SD card for 4 gigabytes to store your pictures and photos and videos and stuff on. Guys, I only paid $2 for this. It was in a little bag. Maybe they didn't test it, I don't know. But there's a range of sales. There's black ones, and this is the silver color. But to be reasonable, I put down 50 bucks. I think these are selling as much as $70 and $80 when they come with all the stuff. The only thing this doesn't have is a battery charger. It doesn't have any cables either, but those can be easily found. So I'm going to price this at $50, which is about $20 less than others to compensate for the fact that there isn't a battery charger. But it does come with extra batteries, so I'm excited about that. Again, I paid $2 for that, and I'm going to sell that for $50. Moving on, we've got these 3. What these are compact video cassette tapes. The TC30. These are VHS compact tapes. Back for you youngins out there, there were these things called video cameras, and they were much larger than the cameras we have today. And instead of recording stuff digitally, they recorded on these little cassette tapes. And so I got 3 of these. They're in package. They've never been used. 2 of these are the Maxwell brand gold, and then this is a JVC brand. You can find these in lots all the time. For 3, I think I put down reasonably about $6 for these, and all these prices I will also get paid for the shipping, so that's not a part of it. I only paid 75 cents, 25 cents a piece for these. 25, so 75 cents, turn that into $6. Moving on. Now, number 6. This was a delight to see today. It is a genuine, uncirculated $2 bill from 1963. It's design number 191, but it's framed. That's kind of neat. Protected it over time. You could hang it on your wall if you wanted to. They charged me what they said was face value, $2, and that is true. But something like this is collectible to people who collect paper monies and such. So this is selling. There's a range, but if I want to sell it quick, I'm going to put it for $12. So $2. I'm going to turn that into $12. All right, number 7. I buy this stuff all the time. Almost every time I go out, I buy a piece of jewelry, whether it's fine jewelry or costume jewelry. In this case, we're looking at a necklace here. It's a leaf pattern. It's kind of getting all tangled on me here to show you. But it's by a brand. It's branded by a brand called Listener. L-I-S-N-E-R. There's all kinds of these old costume jewelry brands that actually can sell for decent money. A lot of times, again, like the toys, you can find these in little baggies. People assume that because they don't have precious gemstones or because they're not made out of precious metals that they are not worth anything. And that's just simply not true. The brands that I find most commonly, that I look for most often, would be number 1, a brand called Trifari, T-R-I-F-I-R-I, and particularly ones that have a little crown emblem over the T. Those are called Crown Trifari. Those are the older ones, the ones made back in the beginning of the company when they had that designer. Listener is a good one. One called Coro, C-O-R-O, and there are many others, guys. There's other more expensive and more sought-after designers, but you can look those up. I paid $1 for this, and this one's selling for around $8 to $10. If I want to sell it quick, I'll put it on for $8. $1 turned into $8. Here's another piece of jewelry, and this one actually has a semi-precious gemstone in it. It is an amethyst. That's a purple gemstone. It also has something called marcasite in it, and this is common during a certain time period, early in the 1900s into the 40s and 50s. And then a couple of black stones, which I believe are probably onyx. This piece is marked 925, and those of you who are familiar with jewelry, 925 means sterling silver. 925 out of 1,000 parts are made of pure silver. This is a nice little pin. You could call it a brooch. It's a beautiful little piece, antique piece. I paid $1 for that. I don't know if they knew it was silver or not. They probably thought it was just worthless costume jewelry. These are selling for around $12 to $14. So I'm going to say $11.75 on this one. The next thing, I left the sticker on this. 25 cents is what I paid for this old flashlight. It's black plastic and metal, aluminum. It's got little buttons here. Doesn't have any batteries in it right now, but I'll get some to test it out. It has a little magnet here. You could stick it up on the wall. It says Trailblazer on it. I couldn't find this exact one, but I found one just like it that was selling for around 15 bucks. I'm going to put $12 on it because I think I'll sell it quickly if I do that. That one only cost me 25 cents. 25 cents into 12 bucks. I'll take that every day, all day. Getting towards the end here, number 9. Corningware. This is a little casserole dish, maybe a lasagna dish, something like that. It says Le Romarin, which I believe is Italian, perhaps French, I'm not exactly sure. But anyhow, it's got this nice lid on it. And on the bottom, it's stamped, and it says Corningware on it, and it gives the model, A-10-B. It also gives the dimensions. Corningware is a company that was out of Corning, New York, and the same company that makes Pyrex made Corningware. They made the same thing. In fact, this lid on here, it actually says Pyrex on the bottom of it. Now, if I were to go ahead and try to sell this as as it is, both of them together, those are selling for somewhere around $16.50. Plus, I get paid for the shipping. But if you look them up as to what they sell individually, I can sell this $14 by itself and the lid by itself for $13. That's a pro tip right there. If you get things that are together, look and see what the individual parts sell for by themselves. Sometimes it makes more sense to split things up and sell them individually. So had I not done that, I would have only been able to sell this for $16.50. But since I'm going to sell them individually, I'm going to get $14 for one and $13 for another for a grand total of $27. Now, I did spend a little bit more for this. I spent $5 on it. But I knew I could make some decent money. So 5 into 27, that ain't too bad at all. Now, those are the top 10 things that I got. But the bonus is, whenever I gave, I spent $17 on this entire lot of things here. These 10 items cost me a total of $17. I gave her a $20 bill. She gave me some change. In that change, I got this quarter. What's special about this quarter? Well, nothing terribly special, but it is what they call a bicentennial quarter. You've probably seen these. This one's from 1976. It's celebrating the bicentennial. From 1776 to 1976, it's got a little man with a hat drumming on the back of it. It's worth 25 cents, right? Well, it is in my pocket, and if I use it to buy something, it's worth 25 cents. But online, these things, this was not minted any place special, not in Sacramento or Denver or any place like that. But as it is, these are selling for $1.50 online. So I can take my 25 cents and I can make $1.50 on it if I throw it online. If this had been minted in a more sought after mint, it could have gone for $8, $10, $12 or more. So that's just sort of one of those things. Keep a lookout, even in your own pocket. There's all kinds of coins and things that were minted incorrectly, or there were errors. You might have something in your pocket passing through that's worth a lot more than you know it is. So keep an eye out for that. It was a special little treat I had today. So to give you a summary, guys, we got some ceramics, we got some glasses, we got some electronics, costume jewelry, currency, toys. I spent $17 on this lot. I'm going to sell it for $214.69. That, friends, is a net profit of $197.69. And if you add that up, friends, we're talking about a 1,162.88% profit margin. This is stuff I bought in a Goodwill today, one store. I was in there for roughly 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, I've bought enough stuff to make over $200 off of. Are you ready? You ready to get out there? I really hope so, guys, and I'm glad you stopped by today. Come back soon. We're going to be giving more of these videos. We also are going to be dropping a new giveaway real soon. It's going to be some Star Wars Legos. I'm excited about it, and I hope you are too. Thanks so much, cousins. Remember, if you like this kind of video, please subscribe. Send us some messages. What would you like to see next? What would you like us to give away next? We can't know till you tell us. All right, guys. Have a great one. This is Rusty How To.